Rough.
Listen, this is early morning conversation.
Okay, cool.
It's 4th of July. Maybe I got to turn it this way.
Don't matter.
I think so, because your big head is not in the video.
Because
it's 4th of July. And we are having a conversation about people, when people of another persuasion are trying to defend your race. Because they feel like they want to make sure that they're not offending you. That's number one. And they want to ask you a question, but they want to preface it, well, is it racist? Or would this be racist if I said this?
And I feel that if they have to ask the question.
You tell them what you think, you feel. I'm going to shut the door to the TV.
I think that if you have to start the question with, do you think this is racist? Then it's racist. And if you feel uncomfortable about asking the person the question, then it's racist. Just go, I heard something, I don't know. But I don't know. I see where you're coming from. But
because I don't necessarily, I was going to say, isn't it okay? I would rather somebody ask me if they're not sure, because some people don't know. Seriously, some people don't know if what they're going to say is racist or not, because they haven't lived in that culture. They haven't. I mean, because I don't want anybody to purport that they know what it's like to be black. That's annoys me. I don't want somebody to come and as if, yeah, well, some of my friends are black, so I know everything there is. No, if you really don't know, ask. I mean, there's a point. There's a point. I mean, granted, you know if something doesn't sound right to you or not. Don't be stupid and ask me, is it racist? But if it's really something that has a subtlety to it, to which you're just not sure, and you just want to ask, I don't have a problem with you asking. Now, you may say, okay, case in point, I was just watching Project Runway, which is why I brought this up. And a Korean guy was designing a dress for an African-American girl. Mm-hmm. And no, I take that back. He wasn't designing the dress for her. The other designer across the table from him was designing a dress. And he wanted to comment on what he thought that dress looked like. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to say it looked like African-American, like Afro-American culture or style or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he didn't know how to say it. You know how they have you on camera behind the scenes when you're on Project Runway? And so he said, I want to say this, but I don't want to be racist. That's what he did. He prefaced it. He said, right. I don't want to say this, but I don't want to be racist. But it, you know, her dress looks a little Afrocentric, you know, and he was like, and it's just too African. It's too African. But he was Korean. He didn't know how to formulate his words, but he wanted to make sure he wasn't racist. I didn't have a problem with that. I didn't have a problem with him asking. That's something where you're like, okay, it's kind of subtle. But if you know diggy doggone well, then if somebody said something to you, you know, turn it around and look at the question and then say, you know what? That ain't right. Then don't come asking me.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And we live in a world of sensitivity already that we, people, us, are very, very much aware of. And now here come all these people that act like this is something so brand new. Oh, their feelings. Oh, we have to be cognizant of their feelings. Like, what we've been telling you? What we've been telling you?
See, but this is for me, and this will go into another subject. But you know, everybody always goes, "Oh, they're just an angry black man or an angry sister or something like that." But they haven't lived in a culture where you have to suppress so much stuff daily to just maintain. You're not kill somebody, or that's why you're mad. If you walked around with suppressing a lot of stuff daily, every day, and trying to just let stuff, you know, run off your back or run off your shoulders. Oh, they didn't mean that, or trying to read into it. Did they mean that? Was it malicious? Was it purposeful? Were they trying to hurt me? Were they not? You know, or looking at every little thing that somebody does to your kid, and you got a side kind of squint at it and go, you know,
right.
Even
there's a double meaning.
Is it a double meaning? And you have to live with that over and over and carry that burden on your shoulders. You get kind of angry.
Case in point, when you said that. So Simone was in the playground one day, and she has a Caucasian friend and an African American friend. And so the Caucasian girlfriend, she's chasing Simone and the other girl around the playground. And she's calling them monkeys.
I thought she said muffins.
No, she didn't.
You ain't tell me about no monkey shit.
But I honestly, Simone told me the story because she has no idea. She didn't think anything of it. And as I don't think the girl honestly thought anything of it either. And the reason why she was saying it was because Simone and they were jumping on the we call it the monkey bars.
The monkey bars.
They were jumping on the monkey bars and they were swinging and all this other kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so she was calling them monkeys. Now she did call them food one time.
Yeah, she called them brownies. And she wanted to eat them. Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
that was the other one. She called them brownies.
She called them brownies.
That was the other one that was a little suspect too.
She wanted to eat them.
So after we were like, okay, And so, you know, I wasn't sure what to say to her. I just listened to her and I just said, "Oh, okay, whatever." I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to meet this woman. Punch her in the throat. Girl's parents. I'm just gonna Well, you gotta just look at it. You gotta assess the whole situation. But then I found out that I don't think the girl meant anything by it at all. But that's the stuff that we think about that a lot of people don't think about. And probably if I were to address her mom or her dad, they may or may not even have thought anything of it. And then they might look at me like I'm reading too much into it. So you get to this point where you're like, do I say something? Do I not say something? Do I say something? Do I not say something? So that's enough of our banter. We just wanted to put this out there.
This is what we do on a daily.
This is what we do on a daily basis.
Deuces.